good, Stunna Life? It's your boy Stunna, and you know we always stunning. Check it out, man. Today I'm gonna be giving you guys an update on P80s in 2024. And watch this full video. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. We're on the road to 500K. Before we get all the way into this video, man, let me show you guys my P80. This is one of the first P80s that I've created. I've created many, but this is not my first, but one of my first builds that I was actually happy about. So this is my Glock 26 Gen 3 P80. The gun is unloaded. So my P80 is more on a tricked out side. So this is something that's not close to like a budget build. This build is more on just a regular build. I just wanted to build it and just went with the flow for it, man. It cost more than a regular Glock 26, obviously, but it was worth it because, let me just show you. A standard Glock 26 does not have any type of rails on the front for accessory. 15 round magazine right here with a +2 on the bottom with the X grip pinky adapter so I can get a full grip on here. Have a whole grip on here just to make it a little bit beefier, fit my hand a little better. With a Gideon Optics red dot on here, man. Also some suppressor high sights on here just to match up with that red dot. Mine probably might look better than someone that's doing a budget build. It'll look more like a regular stock, no extras, stuff like that. Also does have a flat trigger in here. But man, all around, this P80 has ran flawless for me. It had a few issues in the beginning, but after time breaking it in and getting all the parts used to each other, then it just started running and running. So it's just like an OEM Glock 26 at this point. Needless to say, it could look perfect as possible and still not function. Like, you could go buy something really cheap like a High Point and it'll function better than a P80. In recent years, the firearm community has witnessed increased popularity and controversy surrounding polymer 80 frames. These 80% frames have been a popular choice among gun enthusiasts and the 2A community due to the build-it-yourself appeal and customizability. However, their rising popularity has also drawn attention from lawmakers and regulators, raising the questions about the legality of polymer 80 frames. What are P80 frames? Polymer 80 frames are 80% complete frames made from polymer materials. Unlike fully finished firearm frames, P80s are not considered firearms by the ATF because they are not yet capable of adding critical components to finished firearm. Let me tell you what's so great about a P80. I'm gonna give you 3 different reasons on why P80s are good. P80s are really customizable, and everything from start to finish on a P80 can be customized. They're more like a Glock clone. If you're familiar with Glocks and customizing Glocks, Glocks can be customized 100% from every single pin and part on the firearm to every color you want to any type of parts you want. So there's a lot of aftermarkets for these firearms. P80 isn't like all the other brands. There's a lot of other brand firearms that aren't customizable as others, P80 being one of the highest ones. Second thing about P80s that are good is the price range. The price range on P80 is very flexible depending on your budget. This is YouTube, so I cannot tell you direct prices on these, but if you have looked for P80s or you created any for yourself, you would know that just depending on your budget, it'll depend on how your firearm is. A standard P80 basically stock it can come up to the same price as a regular Glock, but the price range can be higher or lower than typical Glocks. More of a budget P80 using cheaper or low quality parts could cost a little bit more than half the price of a Glock. A more tricked out P80 with higher quality parts or more expensive parts or higher name brand parts could double the price of a standard Glock and more so be of a higher quality 1911 type of price. So it's all depending on how you want to do it and your price range and your preference on your build. Third, the main reason that P80s are so popular is because it's the ghost gun. Ghost gun meaning it is an untraceable, unserialized firearm. This does not require background checks, and it's shipped to your door. Only being said because, like I said earlier, P80s aren't illegal. P80s aren't considered a firearm until they are complete by a firearm manufacturer. 80% is 80% complete, which means 80% of the frame is done, but that last 20% needs to be completed by a firearm professional. So once that last 20% is completed, that makes this 100% a firearm now. Bad things about a P80. First thing being, P80s generally have one main problem. When anyone's normally having problems with a P80, it's always going to be this problem right here. After building one, they tend to be very, very unreliable depending on how it was built, depending on the quality, depending on the parts that it was used. So some people tend to use the same brand parts throughout the whole entire gun. Some people might use standard OEM Glock parts. You can use a different brand for every single part of the firearm, and it'll just be a miscellaneous branded firearm. So determining your budget will determine the functionality of your firearm, but that's not always the case. You could be using the cheapest budget and your firearm will run better than one with a higher budget. It all really depends on the professional building it. I need to change a few parts to make it run smooth, but not all parts are always going to be compatible, so you're just going to have to go through a test run. Second, when creating one, you must know what you're doing. You must be a firearm professional, and you must have a good knowledge on polymer 80s. Just because you've seen a YouTube video or seen a few videos on somebody doing it doesn't mean that you're a firearm professional or you should go create one yourself. I'm only saying that because P80s are very sensitive when being built. It could be one very, very small thing that will throw the entire gun off, and it'll make it an unreliable, unfunctionable firearm. It'll be something that you would not want to continue to work with, because something small to the frame, it could cause it to never function right, even if you have high quality parts and it was built great. The third thing that's bad about P80s is the availability. As of today in 2024, P80s have been really, really, really hard to get, especially with the new pending laws against P80. Everywhere you would normally go to get them are out of stock or no longer producing them. So you might have bought frames back then, but you can't buy them now or can't find them now. That's the problem that a lot of people are having now, and that's all the questions that I'm normally asked. Where do I get them? How do I get them? And a lot of stuff like that. So this is where I'm here to help you guys. I myself have done a lot of research regarding P80s, and I found the only few legit in stock places to really get them from. But since this is YouTube, I cannot show that or even tell you guys anything about that for YouTube policy's sake. You're going to need to go to my Instagram right here, or you can join my Telegram. It'll be a list of them inside my Telegram, or you can simply just DM me on Instagram and I'll just send you the list of them. Lastly though, before you go looking to do anything with P80s or even trying to create one yourself, you must know your laws. And when I say laws, I don't just mean laws that you just look up and it's just like a United States wide type of law. No, you need to go look at your state, because states have specific laws in different states regarding if they are legal for you. So I wouldn't really risk doing anything illegal. Until you did your correct research on these firearms, please do not try to do anything or attempt to do anything with this until you've done your own research and confirmed actual facts on your laws in your state. I'll give you guys a link to a website that will tell you all laws for your state. All you have to simply do is type your state in and it'll tell you if they're legal or not. It'll specifically tell you why and everything about them. So if you're looking just to even find out if P80s are even legally allowed to be in your state, DM me on Instagram and tell me what state you're from. I can do it for you, or you can simply just take the link and go look it up yourself. This is gonna be the end of the video. This is a little update on 2024 P80s, and I'm gone.